Have you figured out what offense you're running in college football 26? Because if you haven't, you're already behind. EA just confirmed over 300 real coaches, 2,700 new plays, smarter blocking, and dynamic offenses built to reflect real schemes. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 offensive schemes you need to try if you plan on taking over day one. Watch till the end, and you can win a free copy of College Football 26, and maybe one lucky viewer will get their very own custom playbook named after them, built around their style by yours truly. Let's kick things off with the sleeper pick that's about to wake everyone up. Rice. Yes, it's Rice, and I already know somebody's mad. Why is Rice at the top of the list? Look, I don't give a hoot. They're a problem, and the numbers back it up. They just hired Scott Abell, the same mastermind who turned Davidson into a rushing machine straight out of a cheat code. His teams averaged over 315 rushing yards a game and led the nation in rushing 5 of the last 7 years. In 2018, his offense set a college football record by dropping 789 rushing yards in one game. That's not just dominance. That's historical destruction. Now take the same system and drop it into a rebuilt Rice program with the confirmed playbook in College Football 26. You're looking at hybrid slot backs, tight end heavy formations, and unbalanced shotgun sets that turn gap rules into suggestions. If EA nails the wide alignments and the shotgun triple reads, this playbook is going to break head to head. If you're still sleeping on the Owls, that's your problem. Let's move to a team that's built their identity around confusion and control. Next up, we're heading to Annapolis, and trust me, this ain't your granddad's triple option. Drew Chronic's Sling T is different, deadly. This scheme is a remix of the old school Delaware wing T fused with flexbone triple option, spread option, and an RPO pass game. In his first year at Navy, Chronic helped lead the Mids to a 10-3 record, wins over Air Force, Army, and a victory over Oklahoma to win the Armed Forces Bowl. The 10 wins marked just the 6th time in school history that Navy won 10 or more games. In 2024, Navy's offense scored 407 points, up from 195 points from the year before. They averaged 247 rushing yards per game, the 6th best in the FBS and the program's best since 2019. They also finished #1 in red zone touchdown percentage. You may not think this scheme has big play potential, but Navy was one of 6 teams in the FBS averaging at least 2 plays of 40+ yards per game, with 13 total plays of 40+ yards. Think screen passes, run pass options, bootlegs, jet sweeps, and more. This is a new age system that adapts to modern rules. If EA holds true to having real coaches and schemes, the Sling T might be the most complex run-heavy system in the game. But what's coming next? That's straight up innovation. At number 3, let's talk go-go. Sacramento State won't be in the game, but Brennan Marion's playbook is 100% confirmed. That's all we need. It's chaos with structure, downhill, power football layered with tempo, misdirection, and weird formations. Expect double sidecar, pony personnel, and 12 personnel with split tight ends. But don't mistake the look for slow. It's tempo, pressure, and violence. It's option run with attached deep shots, and most defenses haven't seen these looks. You might motion one back out wide and use the other to insert. Now, safeties have to pick, support the run or cover deep. And here's the real kicker. All of those explosive pass plays, they're tied directly to the run game. Marion doesn't just call deep shots for fun. Every vertical concept is built off real run looks. You think it's inside zone? Surprise, it's verts. You think it's counter? There's an RPO behind it. This is deception layered with violence. This offense hits you with everything. That's what makes it so hard to scout. You can't key formations, you can't key personnel. Every snap is different, even when it looks the same. UNLV put up 3,300 passing yards and 2,600 rushing yards under Marion. He said it best, we're not air raid. We're trying to run through you and throw it over your head. And in the right hands, this playbook breaks the game. Our next offense is all about power, motion, and grown man football. Sliding down south to Georgia Tech, where Buster Faulkner turned a broken offense into a straight-up bully. In 2023, they jumped from 325 yards and 17 points per game to 435 yards and 31 points per game. That's not a small step. That's a whole new identity. The attack comes at defenses in every direction, but make no mistake, it leans on the run game. And not just volume, efficiency and explosion. You'll see multiple backs, unbalanced looks, and motion everywhere. Zone reads, quarterback powers, quarterback counters, they'll hit you with every design quarterback run in the book. It's downhill, it's physical, and it's layered with deception. In 2024, Georgia Tech averaged 187 rushing yards and 237 passing yards per game. That's real balance. And even while dealing with a ton of injuries, they still finished 35th in the country in total yards per game. This system adjusts, adapts, and finds ways to move the ball. This offense gave Miami their first loss of the season and took Kirby Smart's Georgia defense to 8 overtimes. Faulkner sets up beautiful shots downfield with misdirection and motion, pulling defenders out of position. Not surprising either, Faulkner took influence from Todd Monken, who he worked under at Georgia. That's the same Monken now running the Ravens offense, one of the most dynamic rushing attacks in the league, led by the most explosive quarterback in football, Lamar Jackson. If you like heavy hands and pretty play action, that's your move. But if you want variety, disguise, and non-stop motion, this next one's gonna be your favorite. Let's get into something cold, calculated, and confusing. Kotelnicki's Blizzard offense at Penn State. This scheme blends spread, pro style, triple option, RPOs, and old school concepts into one versatile attack. Kotelnicki calls it the Blizzard because it's a mashup of everything, but underneath all the movement and disguise, it's fundamentally sound and quarterback driven. You get pre-snap motion, shifts, and heavy personnel groupings that leave defenses scrambling. One snap, it looks like power run out of 13 personnel. Next snap, they motion and shift into an empty set with the tight end split out wide. It forces defenses into late adjustments, and that's when you strike. Kotelnicki uses tight ends like chess pieces. Look at what he did with Tyler Warren. Lined him up at tight end, wide receiver, fullback, and even quarterback. That's not just creativity, that's positionless football. This offense averaged 430 yards per game in 2024, 227 through the air, and 202 on the ground. Talk about balance. And they did that while throwing everything at defenses. Option splits, route trees, power looks, motion, misdirection, all of it. But don't mistake that variety for gimmicks. This is a real system, a true multiple offense that can morph into anything and beat you in every way. 1 minute it looks like power football, next play it's spread option. Then it's a wildcat look with the tight end. You would think I built this playbook. Kotelnicki's goal is simple: make the defense uncomfortable, make them move, force them to adjust late, then hit them right where they're soft. If you want a little bit of everything, a playbook that keeps your opponent second guessing every snap, and a scheme that lets you create mismatches without tipping your hand, the Blizzard offense is for you. But before we wrap up, I know the air raid fans are probably mad at me right now. Where are the passing schemes at? Look, I get it, but I'm a run first guy and you already know that. That said, because EA confirmed real tendencies, real coaches, and true scheme data in college football 26, I actually think this is the year the air raid gets the love it deserves. 2 playbooks I'd keep an eye on that have direct ties to some college football legends are Coastal Carolina's Drew Hollingshed, a Mike Leach disciple who's carrying the system forward, and Colorado State's Matt Mumme. Yep, son of Hal Mumme, the creator of the air raid and also coach and partner in crime of Mike Leach. The air raid playbooks we had in 25, they were nice, a solid base, mesh, shallow, 4 verts, all in there. But with real coaching trees and a deeper playbook logic in 26, I'd imagine EA is about to expand on that in a big way. So yeah, I didn't break down an air raid scheme in this video, but for y'all that like to throw the ball 50 times a game, your time might finally be here. If this breakdown of new college football schemes gave you clarity or sparked an idea, hit the like button and comment below. Which scheme are you most excited to run? Go-Go, Blizzard, or maybe one built just for you? I'm giving away 2 copies of College Football 26, one deluxe and one base. To enter, subscribe and comment locked in. Want a second entry? Follow me on Twitch at DuceSenpai_ and DM me locked in with your YouTube name. We're at 12,833 subs on YouTube and 192 Twitch followers. When we hit our goal, somebody's getting the full MVP bundle, including Madden 26. Turn on notice because if EA drops more news like the deep dives, I'm breaking it down live. Stay locked in and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.